So sitting tall in a way that is comfortable, aligning the back of skull or sacrum. Bring your arms on, hands onto your thighs and ease your thighs forward, creating space into the tops of the thighs and into hip flexors. Activating feet and spreading toes, spreading the balls of your feet. Close your eyes. And then give yourself a moment to settling into your mat as you settle down for practice. Feel the connecting with all parts of you. And then notice where your attention is drawn to. Noticing the physical content of where your attention is drawn to. Feeling maybe some discomfort, maybe some pain. So notice this. And just allowing yourself just to be in the moment, not thinking that, projecting forward, like my knees are bad, my knees are always going to be bad, they've always been bad. Just allow yourself to be right where you are with what you feel. So you're not creating a story of what is going on. Stay with the moment of exactly what you feel. And then in appreciating what you're feeling, don't allow yourself to be drowned by what you feel. In the sense of being drowned is that sense of, oh, poor me. I'm reminded of a colleague who had an accident in the last few days and put up a photograph on WhatsApp. And after all of the sympathy that was coming in there, I kind of started to think, yeah, it's about that time of moment where you're looking to be, you're looking for that sympathy, you're looking, almost drowning into that situation. I know that was slightly unkind of me, but unkind of myself, but there's an aspect of which sometimes we can overlay, we can build a story, we can build a narrative about what is going on. So allow yourself just to be in that moment, noticing what goes on, staying with what's going on, but not being drowned by what's going on for you. As you go through the poses, sometimes you feel this, and you've been struggling with the pose for some time, and you think, oh, I'm never going to get that pose. Allow your body to release at its own rate, rather than forcing yourself through the poses today. So make that your intent. Bring your left leg over your right for knee pound. So your left heel is moving towards your right hip. Your right heel is by your left hip. Try not to be sitting on your right heel. And then sit up tall. Pranayama today is Brahmari breathing. So we'll do this working through the chakras. Starting with the 7th chakra at the crown of your head. And we'll take one breath in each of the chakras. So from here, take a deep breath. And exhale, buzzing up. Working with the 6th chakra, breathe in. And as you breathe out, buzz it up. And the fifth chakra, breathe in. And buzz up. And change the cross of your legs when you're done. Feet still active, coming into your fourth chakra, around your heart region. So breathe in. And buzz it up. Bring it down to the third chakra by your solar plexus. Breathe in. And buzz it up. And then coming down to your second chakra. Take a deep breath, inhale. And then buzz it up. And then bring the soles of your feet together. Flexing the toes back. Working with the first chakra. So take a deep breath. And then buzz it up. And then release. Take a couple of breaths here. And then bring your hands forward of your shins for a forward bend in Balacan. So breathe in deeply, lengthening the ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in as you fold forward. As you breathe in, keep feeling your lengthening belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, folding the little deep. Breathe into your lower back, deep breath. And as you breathe out, you're folding further. Feel as if you're easing your thigh bones away from your hip joint. On the next breath, as you breathe, lengthen belly away from pelvis. Lengthen diaphragm away from belly. And move your chest away from diaphragm. And exhale as you fold. And then inhale, release. Push it to the floor while you're breathing in. You come all the way, coming back up. Your next pose today is side bend, seated side bend in shoelace pose. So bringing your right foot towards the left edge of the mat. And your left foot is coming across towards the right edge. You're creating a double right angle with your feet. You're going further today. You're placing your left foot onto your right thigh. Again, you're creating a double right angle. To arm position, placing your left hand by the left hip and then reach the hand about 12-15 inches away from that left hip. Relax your left ear to left shoulder. Rounding down into your right sit bone as you breathe in, stretching your right arm up. And as you breathe out, reaching your right arm over right ear. As you breathe in, lifting belly away from pelvis, moving chest to chin. And as you breathe out, opening your right side ribs as you reach right arm over in. Breathing into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, that right arm lengthens over right in. Second arm position, just move the arm. As you breathe in, you're reaching your right arm down towards the side. The hand stops 12 inches from floor. And as you breathe out, relax your neck. Breathe into the right side of your neck. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, softening both shoulders down. Now on the next breath, lift your chest. Keep moving your chest to chin. Exhale, jaw is relaxed. Using your right arm, breathe in, reach your right arm away. Let the arm pull you up and use your left hand to support your head and neck. And then release, changing the cross of your leg. So your left foot is towards the right edge of the mat, and your right foot is over in front of the left. You're going further, placing your right foot on top of your left thigh just above the knee. Side bend to arm position. Bringing your right arm down, reaching the hand about 12 inches away from your hip. Relaxing right ear to right shoulder. As you breathe in, stretching your left arm out. And as you breathe out, reaching your left arm over left ear. As you breathe, keep lifting and lengthening out of your right side. And as you breathe out, wrapping that left shoulder reaches over ear. On your breath, lift your sternum up towards your chin. And as you breathe out, soften your right shoulder away from your right ear. Second arm position, just move the arm as you breathe in, reaching your left arm down towards the left side, hand stops 12 inches from floor. And as you breathe out, gliding your left shoulder away from your ear. Breathe into the left side of your neck, deep breath. And as you breathe out, relaxing your right ear with right shoulder. You're grounding down into your sit bone, and as you breathe in, you're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, keep the chest lifted, but soften the shoulders. Using your left arm, breathe in, reach your left arm away, let the arm pull you up, and use your right hand to support your head and neck. And then release. Reaching your legs further forward, coming into the next stage of your poses today with half lotus. Half lotus, bringing your left foot on top of your right thigh, heel is by the hip. Feet are active. Bring your left hand back behind you and bring your right arm around against your thigh. Pressing down into sit bones, breathe in, lengthening the spine. And as you breathe out, you're spiraling around towards the left. As you breathe in, expanding your ribs out as wide as you can. Pull your belly in, exhale as you're spiraling to the left. On the next breath, lift your chest as if up towards your chin. And as you breathe out, spiraling to the left. Inhale, release. Shoelace with your right foot on top, with your left foot on top of the right. So ease your right foot out slightly, and then ease your left foot forward away from your hip. Again, you can have the foot onto the calf, onto the floor, or in cross-leg seated. Feel this into hips, not into your knees. Your right hand is down onto the floor, about 12 inches away from your right hip. Pressing down into left sit bone, breathing in, stretching, your left arm is up. And as you breathe out, the left arm is coming down, so your foot is now pressing against your arm. That left foot presses against your forearm. If you can go further, it's pressing against your triceps, not your elbow. And then breathe in deeply, lengthening away from your right hip. And as you breathe out, you're folding, you're moving your chest towards your left foot. From your pelvic bowl, breathing in and lengthening belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're folding further. Chest is moving towards your left foot. Feet still active. Breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, folding towards your left foot. Then inhale, release, keeping your feet where they are for twisting shoelace towards your left thigh. Left hand is by left hip, reach the hand away. Pressing down into right sit bones, breathing in, your right arm is up. And as you breathe out, the arm is coming down, so its arm presses against the thigh. You're pressing back into sit bone and breathe, lengthening your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, you're folding over your left thigh. Deep breath. Keep moving belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, allowing your body just to melt further over your left thigh. Deep breath. And exhale, feet still active as you allow your body just to melt over that left thigh. Inhale, release, pushing the floor away, breathe in as you come up. Keep your feet where they are for forward bend. So bring your hands forward over your shins. Pressing back into sit bone and breathing in, lengthening belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, fold forward over your left shin. Breathing into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And exhale as you fold. Now take the breath to where you're feeling this most. Deep breath. And exhale, using this breath to release into the area. And inhale, release. Pushing the floor away, breathe in as you come up. And then change the cross of your legs. So half lotus is the first pose. Your right foot comes onto your left thigh, heel is moving towards your hip. Your right hand is coming back, it's either on the floor or reaching it all the way around, taking hold of the waistband. Some of you will be able to take hold of your right foot. Breathe in, left arm is reaching up. And as you breathe out, the left arm comes across against your right thigh. Running down into sit bones, breathing in and lengthening your ribs away from sacrum. Keeping your spine long, but breathe out as you're spiraling towards the right. Breathe in, lift your belly, lift your diaphragm, and lift your chest. And as you breathe out, spiraling around towards the right. On the next breath, as you breathe in, expand your ribs. Feel your side ribs as they open wide to armpit. And as you breathe out, you're spiraling around towards the right. Inhale, release. Shoelace with your right foot on top of your left. So you're easing your left foot forward slightly, and you're easing your right foot forward, reaching out with the heels. Make the adjustments to find ease in the pose. Bring your left hand down and reach the hand about 12 inches away from that hip. Pressing down into your right sit bone. As you breathe in, you're stretching your left arm up. And as you breathe out, you're bringing your left arm down so your right foot presses against your forearm or your tricep. Press back down into right sit bone, and as you breathe in, lengthening right side ribs away from hip. And as you breathe out, you're folding towards your right foot. Feet still active. As you breathe in, keep moving belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, folding over your left thigh, moving chest towards your foot. Breathe into lower back, lengthening the lower ribs away from sacrum. Exhale as you fold. Then inhale, release. Coming up for twisting shoelace towards your right thigh. Your right hand is coming down. It reaches away about 12 inches, 15 inches away from your right hip. Pressing down into left sit bone. Breathing in, lengthen your left arm up. And as you breathe out, the arm is coming down so the arm thigh is pressing against your arm. Now breathe in and lengthen out of your lower back. And as you breathe out, you're folding over your right thigh. Lift your belly on the next breath, deep breath. And as you breathe out, folding over right thigh. Now notice where you're feeling this. And take the breath there, deep breath. Exhale, using this breath to help to find the release. Then release, inhale, coming up for forward bend. So you're bringing your hands forward of your shins. You're grounding back into sit bone and breathing in, lifting, lengthening belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, fold forward. Breathe into lower back, deep breath. And as you breathe out, you're folding a little deeper. Noticing the energy. Notice how you're feeling in this moment, the physical content of what you feel. Last breath in this, deep breath. Exhale, release. Pushing the thought away, breathe in as you come all the way up. And unwind the cross of your legs. You're moving into your abdominal sequence today, starting with elbow to knee. So lying down on your back. Lie down on your back for elbow to knee. Clasp your hands behind your head and neck. Lifting your feet up off the floor and clasping your hands behind your head and neck. Feet are up on the floor, knees are bent. Your back is creaky. Do this pose with your feet down onto the floor. You're neither lifting. So I'll demonstrate. Inhale, your head, shoulders will come up. You hold the breath. You exhale, you curl your tailbones up, your elbows to left knee, belly's pulling in. You're going further, lift the foot up. You're going further, straighten that leg out at 45 degrees angle. Belly is in at the end of the exhale. Inhale back to center, bend the knees, place the foot back to the floor. So that's if your back is creaky. In every other case, lift your feet up off the floor, bend the knees are aligned with the hips. Heels are just below the knees and the toes are flexed to shin. Inhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up, away from the floor. Hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up, reach your elbows to left knee. Reach your right leg forward at 45 degrees angle. Keep moving your right thigh forward away from waist. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, bring your head back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath and press your lower back to floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to right knee, straighten left leg. That left leg is reaching out at 45 degrees angle. Relax your hip, ease your left thigh forward away from waist. Pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, press your lower back to the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to left knee. Reach your right leg forward. Reach out with the balls of your foot. Now relax your right hip and ease your right thigh forward away from waist. Now pull belly in. Belly's all the way down. Pull it down. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, press your lower back to floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to your right knee. Straighten left leg. Left leg reaches out at 45 degrees angle. Relax your left hip. Sending your left thigh forward away from waist. Now pull belly in. Pull it all the way down to floor. Inhale, come back to center, bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up, reach both elbows to your left knee, reach your right leg forward. Now relax your right hip, send your right thigh forward away from waist, pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center, bend the knees, hold the breath, and your lower back presses the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up, reach your elbows to right knee, straighten your left leg, relax your left hip, ease your left thigh forward away from waist, pull belly in, pull it all the way down. Inhale, come back to center, bend the knees, hold the breath, and exhale, release. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor, and place your soles of your feet down onto the floor. For the next pose, you will need your roll or you will need a block. Your next pose is 3 parts twisting abs. So the block or the roll will be placed between your thighs and you're reaching your legs straight out and up towards the sky. Hands will be clasped behind your head and neck. If your back is creaky, you can do this pose with your feet, your knees bent. You can do this pose with your feet onto the floor, or you can move to the wall with your sit bones almost up against the wall and reaching your legs up just gives you a little bit more support into your lower back. So those are options if your back is creaky. So you're lying down, your hands clasped behind your head and neck, your legs are reaching straight up, and the block or the roll is between your thighs. 3 parts twisting abs. Inhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from the floor. Hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbones up, reach your legs straight up, reach both elbows to left knee. Now squeeze the roll and reaching your legs right up towards the sky, pull belly in. Inhale, bring your head back to center, hold the breath, keep head and shoulder blades up away from the floor. Press your lower back down. Exhale, curl tailbones up, reach your legs straight up, both elbows to right knee. And squeeze the roll, stretching your legs to the ceiling, pull belly in. Inhale, bring your head back to center, hold the breath, keep head and shoulder blades up, but press your lower back down. Now exhale, curl tailbones up, lift your head, lift your chest, reach your elbows up. Reach your legs straight up towards the sky. Now squeeze the roll, stretching your legs to the sky as you lift your chest, reach your elbows up, pull belly in. Inhale, lower your head about an inch. Hold the breath. And as you exhale, curl tailbones up, reach your legs straight up, both elbows to left knee. Squeeze the roll, stretching your legs to the sky, pull belly in. Inhale, bring your head back to center, hold the breath, and press your lower back to floor. As you exhale, curl tailbones up, reach your legs straight up, both elbows to right knee. Squeeze the roll, sending your legs right up towards the ceiling, pull lower belly down. Inhale, bring your head back to center, hold the breath, your lower back is pressing to floor. Exhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up, reach your legs straight up. Squeeze the roll, squeeze, sit bone to tailbone. Now reach your legs up, lift the chest, reach your elbows up, feel as if you're unlocking shoulders. Now pull belly all the way down to floor. Inhale, release. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor. Bend the knees and place the soles of your feet down onto the floor. Give yourself a moment just to notice how your body's feeling here. Noticing how you feel at the physical level, especially at the physical level, and not allowing yourself to add to the story. Just allow yourself to be present. Okay, keeping the roll or the block between your thighs, your next pose is a gate opener. So your legs are reaching straight up and the hands are clasped behind your head and neck. Keeping your head and shoulders to the floor. Take a deep breath into lower back. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, and reach your legs straight up. Exhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from the floor. Squeeze the roll again, and stretch your legs to the sky. Pull belly in. Inhale, bring your left hand onto the roll, straddle the legs out to the side. And as you exhale, as you curl tailbones up, press your hands down onto the roll. Stretching your legs out to side, pull belly in. Inhale, legs together, hands behind your head. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, reaching your legs straight up. Exhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from the floor. Squeeze the roll again, and then stretching your legs to the sky, pull belly in. Inhale, bring your right hand onto the roll, straddle the legs to the side. As you exhale, curl tailbone up, press your hands down onto the roll. Then stretching the legs out to side, pull belly in. Inhale, legs together, hands behind your head. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, and reach your legs up. This time, reach out with your heels. And as you exhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from the floor. Squeeze the roll again. Stretch your legs up as you reach your elbows up. Pull belly in. Inhale. Place your left hand onto the roll. Straddle the legs to the side, reaching out with your heels. And as you exhale, curl tailbones up. Press your hands down onto the roll. Stretch your legs to the side. Pull belly down. Inhale, legs together, hands behind your head. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, reaching your legs up, reach out with your heels. And as you exhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up, lift the chest, reach your elbows up, squeeze the roll, sending your legs to the sky, pull belly in. Inhale, place your right hand onto the roll, straddle the legs. You're reaching out with your heels. And as you exhale, curl tailbones up, stretching your legs out. Keep reaching out through the heels. Pull belly in. Inhale, legs together, hands behind your head. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor. And exhale, bend the knees and place the soles of your feet down onto the floor. Move the roll out of your way. And set up for your next pose today, which is bridge. So you're using bridge, we'll do bridge with a block. So the block will be placed under the sacrum. So in this pose, today you'll be demonstrate the pose so that you're all familiar with this. You've done this pose before. You'll be lying down on the back, you're reaching down with the fingertips brushing the heels. So you'll be working into Virasana and half Virasana. So you're starting off stretching your legs straight up. The foot will come down, it will be bent, and you'll be bringing it back under you in this way. So that's a half Virasana. When you do that, the other leg will reach out and up towards the sky. That's effectively where we're going with this pose. So reach down with your fingertips, brush the heel. Move your heels back towards your sit bones, and then relax your arms down by your side. Shoulders are away from your ears. Your heels, they are aligned with sit bones or they're hip distance apart. The block is within touching distance. So relax neck, relax the shoulders.
Now breathe into your back and lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. Feel your chest is moving to chin. Press your feet to floor, and as you exhale, tilting pelvis, lifting pelvis up away from the floor. As you breathe in, move your belly away from pelvis. Feel the moving chest to chin. And as you breathe out, lift up a little bit more. Grabbing hold of your block. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, as you lift up, place a block under the sacrum. Keep it away from the spinal column. Anchor your right foot to the floor. Breathe in. Lift your left leg up. Draw the left knee to chest. And as you breathe out, sending your left leg straight out and up towards the sky. Breathe in deeply. Feel the breath as it expands your ribs. And as you breathe out, stretching that left leg right out and up to the sky. One more breath. Breathe into that left hip. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, push the floor away with your right leg as you're stretching your left to sky. Left leg to sky. Inhale, release. Bend your left knee. Draw the left knee to the chest. And as you breathe out, place your left foot to the floor. We're not doing the Upperasana. So now you're anchoring into your left leg. Breathe in, lift your right leg up, move the knee to chest. And as you breathe out, stretching your right leg right up towards the sky. Deep breath, inhale, breathing into your right hip. And as you breathe out, as you stretch your right leg up, if you can, move your right foot closer towards your right shoulder. Now breathe in deeply and expand your ribs. Use your left foot. Push the floor away with your right leg as your left foot as you stretch your right leg to the sky. Inhale, release. Bend your right knee. Draw the right knee to the chest. And as you breathe out, place your right foot to the floor. Both feet are onto the floor. Now breathing deeply and lengthening the ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, tilt pelvis, lift up, move the block. And as you exhale, you're coming down slowly. Keep curling pubic bone to navel as you come all the way down to floor. Bring the soles of your feet together so the knees are out towards the side. Lying down, back traction with Uddiyana. So your hands are going to be placed onto the thighs, heel of the hands by hip crease on the outside. Now take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Chin tucks in, belly pulls back. Pull it all the way in, spreading the ribs, spread the diaphragm. Keep feeling as if you're hollowing your belly out. And then relax. When you're moving the belly, you're creating a dome, a bowl shape into the belly. Keep hands onto the thighs, feet active. Soles of your feet pressing together. Now breathe in deeply. Exhale completely. Tuck your chin to chest, suck your belly in. Suck it all the way in. Spreading ribs, spread the diaphragm. Easing your thighs away from you. So feel you're lengthening belly away from pelvis. You're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. You may feel your side ribs as they expand. Keep expanding them to the armpits. And release. Roll to your left side. Bring your right hand down onto the floor, back chest, breathe in. And as you breathe out, pushing the floor away as you come on up. Your next pose today is dolphin. Actually, before we do dolphin, we'll do open the shoulders a little bit more. So I'll give you dolphin. So instead of doing dolphin, do turbo dog, just to open the shoulders a little bit more. So your hands are coming down forward, pressing down into the heel of the hands, and the heel of the thumbs and fingers. So that's where you're going with that. Your hands, they are aligned with the shoulders. Your elbows are reaching to the floor, but they're not touching. They're about 1
maybe 3 inches maximum away from the floor. You'll be squeezing your elbows in. You'll feel this opening down into the serratus muscles as you do. So take a deep breath into upper back, lift spreading the back, toes curled under. And as you breathe out, push the floor away, moving chest back to thighs and knees. Bend the elbows, squeeze your elbows in. Now keep the knees bent for now, and then breathe in deeply. And as you breathe out, push the floor away, moving your chest back to thighs and knees. Keep squeezing your elbows in. Now breathe into the front of your heart, deep breath. Soften your chest, and as you exhale, as you reach back, wrap the shoulders. If you can, straighten the legs. If this is too strong for you, keep the knees bent. And breathe in, keep moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, reach back. Feel as if you're reaching your sit bones back. Back of the thighs, back of the calves reaches to that back wall. Reach your heels to the floor if you can. And then inhale, release. Bend the knees and come all the way down to floor. The next pose today is bird wing in kneeling. So in kneeling down, if your knees need the support, either using your blanket, your towel, your whatever you have to protect your knees. So you're in the kneeling position, either up onto the knees, or you're sitting down, so your sit bones are pressing back onto your heels. Bird wing, your elbows are tucked in. When you inhale, you draw the hands together. When you exhale, lift the chest and open up. Keep the chest lifted. Now squeeze your elbows in, shoulders down. And then inhale. Exhale, chest lifts and open up. Keep squeezing your elbows in. 3 more. Breathe in. And then exhale, open up. Shoulders soften down. 2 more. Breathe in. And exhale, opening up. Last one. Breathe in. And exhale. And then release. So the next poses that you're moving into is your dolphin pose. So I'm going to give you an additional pose to do today. And only do this if you feel super confident in doing this. You're going to do a pose called dorsal fin. I think we've done it a couple of times before. So we'll do dolphin and then do dorsal fin. Your alternative pose, if you're not doing dorsal fin, your pose will be dolphin with 1 leg up. So I'll just run through all of those very quickly. Dolphin, you're reaching the hands forward. You can clasp the hand. Your elbows align with the shoulders. Neck, shoulders relaxed. You breathe into upper back, you lift, you spread the back, your toes are curled under. Exhale, lift the knees off the floor and moving your chest back to thighs in. So this will be your pose in dolphin. If you're going further in dolphin, you're anchoring into your right leg, lifting the left leg up, and you're reaching it back. You stay here for 3, maybe 4 breaths as you reach back. The foot comes back down, and you change side. 3 to 4 breaths. When you have completed those, you come down onto the knees. Let your knees come to the edge of the mat, toes together, your big toes together, and you reach your sit bones back, coming down and taking a couple of breaths into child's pose. Okay, so that's if you're not doing dorsal fin. Dorsal fin, I will demonstrate dorsal fin sideways on so you get a chance to see this. So the setup is exactly the same. Your elbows are down, you're reaching the hands forward. Your neck and shoulders relaxed. You breathe into upper back, you lift, you spread the back, you curl your toes under. Exhale, you lift your knees off the floor and you're moving your chest back to thighs and knees. So you're staying here with the breath. If you're going into dorsal fin, you're lifting and step my right foot forward, slightly lifting left leg up and reaching it back. So you're creating like a dorsal fin with the foot. If you're going further, you're reaching your
right arm back, taking hold of the foot, and then you reach back there. You stay here for about 3 breaths if you can, and then the foot comes down, the hand comes down, and change, other side. Comes back, you reach it back. Once you're ready, you take hold of the foot, and you reach it back. So that's your dorsal fin when we get to it. Okay, so dolphin, everyone's setting up for dolphin. Hands onto your biceps to measure up. Elbows are down onto the shoulders. Reaching your hands forward, spreading the fingers or clasping your hands. Neck, shoulders relax. Take a deep breath into upper back, lift, spread the back and curl your toes under. Exhale, lift your knees off the floor and move your chest back to thighs and knees. Now breathe into upper back. Feel the spreading the ribs, spreading the upper back. And as you breathe out, lengthening the spine. Relax your chest. And then breathe into the front of your heart. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, reaching back a little bit more. If you're working with one leg up, bring your feet a little bit wider. If you're working with dorsal fin, step your right foot in about 3 to 4 inches. Everyone anchor into your right leg. Breathe in, lift your left leg up and reach it back. If you're working with dorsal fin, bending your left knee. If you can, stay here, or if you're going further, you're reaching your right arm up, taking hold of the foot, and then reaching the thigh back away from you. 3 breaths, deep breath. And as you breathe out, you're reaching that thigh away from you. Everyone's the same. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, reach it back. Last breath here, deep breath. And as you breathe out, stretch it back. Place your left foot to the floor and your right hand down as you're in dorsal fin. Everyone, anchor into your left leg. Breathe in, lift your right leg up. And as you breathe out, reach it back. If you're in dorsal fin, you're bending your right knee. Lifting your left arm up and reaching it back, taking hold of the foot. And everyone breathe in. And as you breathe out, reaching your right thigh away from you. Deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, reach that right leg back a little bit more. One more breath, deep breath. And exhale, release. Placing your right foot back to the floor. Bend the knees and coming down. Take a breath in child's pose. You're reaching your sit bones back. Knees to the edge of the mat. And your arms are reaching forward. So breathe into lower back, deep breath. And as you breathe out, feel for pushing the floor away. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, feeling for allowing your body to release into the floor. And then release. Reach your hands under the shoulders. Curl the toes under. Push the floor away. And then come up to stand. Pad your knees. And then come to the front of your mat. Standing with your feet together, rest down with your feet, lift the toes and spread the toes, spreading the balls of your feet. As you exhale, bring your hands together at your chest. As you press your feet to the floor, inhale, reaching your arms out and up towards the sky, telescoping the ribs. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in, hands to the floor. Back of the neck is long. Lunge, you breathe in, step your left leg back. Bend your left knee, place your left knee to the floor. Press down into your left shin as you reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands down and step back with your right leg for plank. Reach back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down. Keep the elbows tucked in, lower down. Bend the knees if you need. Cobra, inhale, move chest and ribs forward, lengthen legs back. Exhale, release. Lower down, press back, downward dog. Lunge, breathe in, step in, your left leg forward between the hands. Place your right knee to the floor. Press into your right shin as you reach your arms to start. Exhale, hands down, step your right leg forward, forward bend. Inhale, stand, lengthen through the spine as you reach your arms to sky. Exhale, hands together at chest. Press your feet to floor. Inhale, reach your arms to sky. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. Lunge, breathe in, step your right leg back, bend your right knee, and sweeping your arms out and up towards the sky. Exhale, hands down, step your left leg back for plank. Reach back into heels, bend the knees, exhale, lower down, keep elbows in. Cobra, inhale, move chest, ribs forward, lengthen legs back. Exhale, release, lower down, press back, downward dog. Lunge, inhale, right leg steps forward between the hands, left knees to the floor, pushing the floor away as you reach your arms to sky. Exhale, hands down, left leg steps forward, forward bend. Inhale, stand, lengthening through the spine as you reach your arms to sky. Exhale, hands together at chest. Inhale, arms up, telescoping ribs. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. Lunge, breathe in, step in, your left leg back, bend your left knee, and sweep in your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands down, step your right leg back for plank. Reach back into heels, bend the knees, and as you breathe out, lower down, keep the elbows in. Cobra, inhale, move chest and ribs forward, lengthen legs back. Exhale, release, lower down, press back, downward dog. Lunge, breathe in, left leg steps forward between the hands, right knees to the floor, your arms are reaching to sky. Exhale, hands down, step your right leg forward, forward bend. Inhale, stand, lengthening through the spine as you reach your arms to sky. Exhale, hands together at chest. Inhale, arms up, telescoping ribs. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. Lunge, breathe in, step your right leg back, bend your right knee, and sweep in your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands down, left leg steps back for plank. Reach back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down, keep the elbows tucked in. Cobra, breathe in, move chest and ribs forward, lengthen legs back. Exhale, release, lower down, press back, downward dog. Lunge, breathe in, step in, your right leg forward between the hands, left knee to the floor. You're sweeping your arms to sky. Exhale, hands down, step your left foot forward for forward bend. Inhale, stand, lengthening through the spine as you reach your arms to sky. Exhale, hands together at your chest. Move into chair pose. From here, bend the knees, and as you breathe in, you're sweeping your arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in, hands to the floor. As you breathe in, move your chest forward away from your thighs and knees. Keep the back of the neck long. And as you breathe out, step or hop it back into plank. Lower down, keep the elbows in. Cobra, inhale, move chest and ribs forward, lengthen legs back. Exhale, release. Lower down and press it back, downward facing dog. Feel for pushing floor away in your downward dog. On the next breath, as you inhale, step your left leg forward between the hands. Keep the toes curled under of your right foot. Bend your right knee, then push the floor away. Hands are either onto your left thigh or you're reaching your arms up towards the sky. If you can go a bit further, bend the right knee and then hover. The knee is just away from the floor. Press down into your left foot and lift up. And as you breathe out, as you go a little deeper, reach back into that right heel. One more breath, you're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, release. Place your hands to the floor and place your right knee down onto the floor. Ease your left foot back slightly, creating a right angle front leg and back. Twisting lunge. Your left hand is onto left thigh. Breathe in, reach your right arm up. And as you breathe out, bring your right elbow over your left thigh knee. Make a fist. Your left hand is on top. Press into your right shin. Breathe in, lengthening your right ribs forward away from right hip. And as you breathe out, twist to the left. As you breathe in, feel the moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, both shoulders down. On the next breath, spread the breath through the whole of your back. And as you breathe out, glide the shoulders away from it. Inhale, release. Bring your hands down either side of your front foot. Set up for pigeon. So your left foot is easing towards the right edge of the mat. And you're reaching your right leg back. You bear hands onto the shoulders. You're squaring your hips up if you can. If you feel this into the knees, you're sitting down on your sit bones, heels come in towards the groin, and you're folding forward. Otherwise, square your hips up, straighten that back leg. Then breathe in, lifting belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in as you're folding forward. Deep breath. Breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, reach back into your right big toe. Deep breath. Inhale. And exhale, release. Ease your hands back onto the shoulders. Curl the toes of your right foot. Reach back, reach your right knee off the floor, and then step your left leg back for plank. Bend the knees or lower straight down. Cobra, inhale, move chest and ribs forward as you lengthen your legs back. Exhale, release. Lower down and press it back. Downward facing dog. Feel the pushing away in your downward dog. Other side. Lunge with your back toes curled under. So breathe in, step your right leg forward between the hands. The toes remain curled under of your left foot. Hands are on the floor or they're onto your right thigh. Bending your left knee and reaching back into left heel. You are here in this pose now. The more you bend that knee, the more you'll feel this down into your quads, working into quads into psoas. Hands are either onto the thighs. If you're going further, reaching your arms out and up. Reach back into your left heel and then breathe in, stretching, lengthening the ribs out and up. And as you breathe out, you go in a little deeper. Press your right foot to the floor and then lift your belly away from the top of your right thigh. And exhale, release. Bring your hands down onto the floor and place your left knee down. Ease your right foot back slightly, setting up the twisting lunge. Press your right hand onto the right thigh. Breathe in, stretch your left arm up. And as you breathe out, bring your left elbow over your right thigh knee. Make a fist with your left hand, right hand is on top. Pressing into your left shin and breathe in, lengthening the ribs away from waist on your left side. And as you press your right foot to the floor, twist to the right. Deep breath, keep moving belly forward, away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, relax your left ear to left shoulder. Now spread the breath through the whole of your back. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, soften your right shoulder away from your ear. Inhale, release. Bring your hands down either side of your front foot, setting up for pigeon. So you're easing your right foot cross towards the left edge of the mat. Straighten your left leg, reach it back. Make any adjustments if you're feeling this into knee. From here, you're breathing in, you're lengthening ribs away from waist, belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward over your right shin. And then breathe in deeply, breathe into your spot. And as you breathe out, reach back. Feel as if you're sending your left big toe away from you. Deep breath, inhale, spread the breath. So you're energizing your body with this breath. So spread it to where you feel this most. And exhale, allowing your body just to lubricate, allow itself to be lubricated with the breath. Inhale, release. Hands are under the shoulders. Reach back in your left foot. Lift the knee off the floor. And then step your right leg back. Step it back for plank. Reach back into heels. And as you exhale, keep the elbows tucked in as you lower down. Inhale, Cobra. Move chest and ribs forward as you lengthen your legs back. Exhale, release. Lower down, press it back. Downward facing dog. Feel the push and pull away in your downward dog. Twisting warrior. So on the next breath, as you breathe in, step your left foot forward by your left hand. The left hand is onto your left hip thigh. And bring your right arm over your left thigh and knee. Make a fist facing your left hand on top. You reach back into your right leg, breathe in, lengthening the ribs forward away from the waist. And as you breathe out, twist away from your left leg. As you breathe in, keep moving your belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, gliding both shoulders down away from you. Deep breath, breathe into your spine. And as you breathe out, twist away from your left foot. On the next breath, bend your right knee, moving into twisting lunge, interlock. Your left arm slides all the way around the back and tuck it under the belly. The right hand slides over your left thigh, tuck it under and bind the hands if you can. If you're not able to achieve that using your left hand onto right hip and your right arm is around onto left hip and then twisting open, or use your strap. Deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, twist. So you feel as if you're rolling your chest open towards the sky. As you breathe, keep moving your chest forward towards your chin. And as you breathe out, gliding both shoulders down away from you. One more breath here, deep breath. And release. Pigeon, sternum to foot, or twisting pigeon. So your left foot eases towards the right edge of the mat. You're straightening your right leg, you're reaching it back. If you can, you're bringing your left foot up more at a right angle. And then when you breathe in, you're pressing back into your left sit bones. You're lifting up and lengthening away. And when you exhale, you're bringing your sternum towards your foot, your left foot. Breathe in, moving belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're coming closer towards that left foot. If you can go further, you're tucking your left elbow into the arc of your left foot and placing your right hand on top. And then breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, twisting away from your left foot. Reach your right leg back, that back foot is active. Deep breath, inhale, keep moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, opening out towards the right. One more breath, deep breath. And exhale, release. Bring your hands down onto the shoulders. Curl the toes of your right foot. Reach back into your right heel. That knee's off the floor. And then step your left leg back for plank. You reach it back into heels. From here, as you exhale, lower down, keep the elbows tucked in. Low Cobra. Bring your hands forward, lengthen your legs back. And as you breathe in, move your chest and ribs forward. Keep sending your legs back, ankles as if they're squeezing toward each other. Exhale, release, lower down. Hands under the shoulders, breathe in. Exhale, press it back. Downward facing dog. Feel the pushing through away in your downward dog. Twisting warrior. On the next breath, as you breathe in, step your right foot forward by your right hand. Bring your right hand onto right thigh, and then bring your left arm over your right thigh. Make a fist with your left hand, right hand is on top. Reaching back into your left leg, and as you breathe in, lengthening the ribs forward away from your left hip. And as you press your right foot to the floor, twist away from your right leg. Press down into your right foot. And then breathe in. Keep moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, reach your right sit bone back. On the next breath, draw your chest towards your chin. And exhale, both shoulders down away from ears. Bend your left knee, place your left knee to the floor. Twisting lunge interlock. You're sliding your left arm over your right thigh and then under. The right arm is around the back and bind. Coming into the interlock. Or use a strap. If you don't have a strap, your left hand is onto right hip, right hand is onto left hip bone. And then breathe into lower back, deep breath. You're using this breath to open up, to soothe your back. And as you press your right foot to the floor, twist your belly. Feel as if you're moving your belly away from your right thigh. As you breathe, feel your chest as if you're moving chest to chin. And as you breathe out, your right shoulder softens away from you. Relax your neck, relax your jaw. Now breathe into where you're feeling this most. Deep breath. And exhale, release. Pigeon, twisting pigeon towards your right foot. So you're bringing your hands down onto the shoulders. You're reaching your right leg back. You're easing your right foot, left leg reaches back, right foot eases towards the left edge of the mat. If you're not quite getting right down onto your right sit bones, you can always use a block under the sit bone or use your towel just to give you a little bit more support there. From here, your right foot is more or less at the right angle, as close to that as you can. And it doesn't matter whether it's there because it still opens into the hip. And then breathe in, pressing back into your right sit bones, lengthening away from right thigh. And as you breathe out, you're folding towards your right foot. Anchor. Feel as if you're sending your left leg back. And then anchor into left leg as you move your belly forward. Breathe in, moving belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're moving chest closer towards that right foot. You're able to go further. You're bringing your right elbow into the arc of your right foot and placing your left hand on top. And then breathe in. Keep lengthening away from the top of your right thigh. And as you breathe out, you're twisting away from that right foot. Breathe deeply into lower back. Feel your lengthening the ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, as you twist away, let your shoulders soften. Inhale, release. Bring your hands under the shoulders. Curl the toes under of your left foot. Reach back into your left heel. Left knee is off the floor. Step in your right leg back. From here, bend the knees or bend the elbows, come straight down. Then from here, bring your hands forward for low cobra. Tops of the feet presses to the floor. As you breathe in, move your chest and ribs forward whilst lengthening your legs back. Exhale, release, lower down. Hands are under the shoulders. Breathe into lower back, curl toes under. And exhale, press it back for downward facing dog. Feeling for pushing floor away in your downward dog. Your next pose today is extended twisting warrior. So as you breathe in, step your left foot forward between the hands. Bring your right hand down on the outside of your left foot. And then place your left hand either onto hip sacrum. And then start to open up your chest towards the left side. Look at your left big toe. If you're going further, you're reaching your left arm up towards the sky. So reach back into your right leg and breathe in, lengthening your ribs forward away from that right hip. And as you breathe out, opening your chest as you reach your left arm to sky. Breathe into lower back, deep breath. And as you breathe out, as you open up, reaching your fingertips straight up to sky. One more breath as you breathe. Anchor into right leg and feel the moving belly forward away from pelvis. Now reach your right arm down as you reach your left arm up to sky. And then release. Bring your hands down either side of your left foot. Ease your left foot back slightly and then line up your left heel with the arc of your back foot. Your next pose is triangle. Your feet about 3 feet away from each other. Twisting triangle. So from here, your right arm is coming down on the outside of your left foot. The hands can be on the floor, on the foot, the ankle, or a little bit higher up. Your left arm is reaching up towards the sky. So you're reaching back into your, or you're using lock. You're reaching back into your right leg, and as you breathe in, lengthening the ribs forward on right side. And as you breathe out, as you open up, stretching your left arm to sky. Breathe in, move belly. Keep moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you exhale, stretching your left arm to sky. One more breath here, deep breath. And exhale, release. From here, if you're using a block, bring the block forward about 12 inches, 6 inches towards the side. That left hand would be opposite the block. Your next pose is half moon. Yeah, half moon. So from here, as you breathe in, ease forward, lift your right foot off the floor, reach back into your right heel. If you can go further, you're reaching your right arm up towards the sky. Now breathe in and press down into your left foot, lengthening the side ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, reach back into that right heel, that right arm reaches to sky. One more breath here, deep breath. And exhale, release. Bring both hands down onto the floor and step your right leg back, step it back for plank, again step your left leg back, both legs will step back. And then lower down. Keep the elbows tucked in as you lower down. Low Cobra. As you bring your hands forward for low Cobra. And then breathe in, moving chest and ribs forward whilst lengthening your legs back. And exhale, release. Lower down. Hands under the shoulders. Breathe into lower back and curl your toes under. Exhale, press it back. Downward facing dog. Feeling the pushing floor away in your downward dog. Extended twisting warrior. Inhale, step your right foot forward by your right hand. Bring your left foot on the outside of your right foot. You can place that left hand onto a block. And then bring your right hand onto the lower back or sacrum. You're reaching back into your left leg. Breathe in and lengthening the ribs forward on your left side. And as you breathe out, rolling the chest open to the right. If you're going further, reaching your right arm to the sky. Now breathe in as you press your right foot to the floor. Move your belly forward away from thigh. And as your left arm reaches down, reach your right arm straight up. One more breath, deep breath. And exhale, opening out towards the right a little more. Inhale, release. Bring your hands down either side of your front foot. Your next pose is triangle, twisting triangle. So from here, your left hand comes down on the outside of your foot. You're straightening. So readjust. Your front heel is aligned with the arc of the back foot. If you feel this intensely into the hip, then step your left foot slightly towards the left edge of the mat. Left hand comes down on the outside or taking hold of the ankle, the calf. Your right arm is reaching out and up towards the sky, twisting triangle. Now breathe in and lengthening the ribs away from that left hip. And as your right arm reaches down, stretching your left arm up. Straighten your right leg if you can. Now breathe in and move your belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, open up, keep stretching up with the fingertips of your right hand. Last breath, deep breath. And exhale, release. Bring your hands down either side of your front foot. From here, you're using the block is forward about 10 inches, and it's 10 inches forward, 6 inches towards the side. The hand is either onto the block or onto the floor. As you breathe in, ease your body forward. The weight is into your right leg. Lift your left leg up and reach it back. Bringing your left hand onto left hip. And if you can go further, reaching your left arm up towards the sky. Pressing down into your right leg, and as you breathe in, lift and lengthening your ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, reach back into your left heel as you stretch your left fingertips to sky. One more breath, deep breath. And exhale, release. Bring your hands down onto the floor, and then step your left leg back, step your right leg back for plank. Both legs are step back. Keep the elbows tucked in, reaching back into heels. Reach your elbows back to hips. As you exhale, you lower down. Lengthen your legs back. Cobra is your next pose. So as you breathe in, you draw your chest and ribs forward. You lengthen your legs back. Shoulders are soft away from your ears. Exhale, release, lower down. Hands are under the shoulders. Breathe into lower back, toes curled under. And exhale, press it back for downward facing dog. Feeling for pushing the floor away in your downward dog. On the next breath, as you breathe in, step your left foot forward between the hands for lunge. Have your right knee. Place your right knee to the floor. From here, you're reaching your right arm back. You're bending your right knee. You're taking hold of the ankle foot for H to B, heel to bar. Now breathe in and feel as if you're lengthening out of your lower back. And as you breathe out, as you fold forward, you're moving your right heel in, all the way in towards the glute. Now you can, when you're taking hold of that foot, your hands are either reaching back and coming straight back this way, or you can turn so the hand is facing the opposite direction. It just gives you a different feel onto the shoulders. So you can come in slightly this way, opening out slightly differently. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, you're moving your heel all the way in. One more breath. Feel as if you're moving belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, moving that right heel in. And then release. Releasing your right foot. From here, your next pose is lounge lunge. So your right hand, it reaches forward about 12 inches ahead of the shoulder. Straightening your right leg, reaching straight back. Use your left hand to traction your left thigh forward. Now as you stretch your right leg back, breathe in and lengthening the ribs away from that right hip. And as you breathe out, you're moving your sternum, chest is moving towards the inside of left leg. Press your left foot to floor and breathe in, move your belly forward away from pelvis. And as you move your chest closer towards the inside of your left leg, reach your right leg back. That back foot is active, both feet are active. Last breath here, deep breath. And exhale as you're taking it a little deeper. Inhale, release. Ease your hands out to the either side of your front. The next pose is pigeon, heel to butt. So your left foot comes across towards the right edge of the mat. And you're coming all the way down. Your left hand is center of the mat. You may also pad under your left sit bone if you're not touching to the floor. You bend your right knee, reach your right hand back, take hold of the ankle or the foot. And then as you breathe in, you're lifting, lengthening belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you either stay here or you fold forward. Folding forward, moving the heel in with you. Breathing into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward. Keep drawing your heel in, but keep sending your right thigh down. One more breath here, deep breath. And exhale, release. Your hands are under the shoulders. Curl the toes under of your right foot. Breathe in. And exhale, press it back for downward facing dog. Feel the pushing floor away in your downward dog. Bend the elbows, do turbo dog. Squeeze your elbows in, wrap in the shoulders. Other side. Inhale, step your right leg forward between the hands for lunge. Place your left knee to the floor, pad your left knee. Then place your right hand onto your right thigh. Reach your left arm back, bend your left knee, taking hold of the ankle or the foot, heel to butt. So from here, you're pressing down into your right leg, breathe in, lifting belly, diaphragm. And as you breathe out, as you fold, drawing your left heel towards the glute. Deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, drawing that heel all the way in. Last breath, lift your chest on the breath. Press your right foot to the floor as you draw your left heel in. And release. Lounge, lunge. Your left hand is reaching forward about 10, maybe 12 inches ahead of the shoulder. Straighten your right leg. Straighten your left leg and use your right hand to traction your right thigh forward. Now breathe in and glide the ribs forward on your left side. And as you breathe out, you're drawing your chest close towards the inside of right leg. Keep reaching your left leg back. As you breathe in, you're moving your belly forward, away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, chest is moving closer to the right thigh. Deep breath. And as you exhale, you're taking it a little deep. And inhale, release. Pigeon, forward bend. Well, H to B. Pigeon with H to B, forward bend. So you're bringing your right foot across towards the left edge of the mat. Your right hand is more center, flat on the floor. You're bending your left knee, your left arm reaches back, it takes hold of the ankle or the foot. And as you bear down into pelvis, breathe in, you're lifting, lengthening belly away from pelvis. And as you exhale, draw your heel in. You can stay here. If you're going further, you're folding forward. You're moving your heel with you, but you're sending your left thigh back. Breathing into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, you're taking it a little deeper into pose. One more breath here, deep breath. And exhale, release. Release that back. Curl the toes under of your left foot and step your right leg back for downward facing dog. Feeling for pushing the floor away in your downward dog. Bend the elbows, do turbo dog, squeezing your elbows in. On the next breath, as you breathe in, step your left foot forward between the hands, warrior two stance. Keep the hands onto the floor. From here, emu. So you're bringing your left elbow under the right and binding the hands. And then press back into that back foot. Breathe in, moving belly forward. And as you breathe out, reaching your forearms to the floor and relax your forehead into forearms. And then breathe in, keep lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, you're taking it a little deep. One more breath here, deep breath. And exhale as you take it to the little T. Inhale, release. Release the hands down on the inside of your left foot. Is your left foot towards the left edge of the mat. And flip so you're on the ball of your right foot. Reach back into your right heel. You may need a block for the next pose. Your next pose is Mancoon stretch or lizard. Hands are down under the shoulders. You're reaching back into your right heel. You breathe in, move belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward, elbows are bent. Bring your forearms onto the floor if you can, or place your forearms onto the block. And then breathe in deeply. Keep lengthening belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, reach back into your right heel. Breathing in, press your left foot to the floor, and then lengthen your side ribs away from left hip. Lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, allowing your body to melt a little deeper. One more breath in, deep breath. And release. Placing the knee to the floor. From here, bring your left foot towards the right edge of the mat. But twisting pigeon towards your left thigh. So you're straightening your right leg. Your left hand comes by your left hip and it reaches away. Your right arm is coming up. It comes over your thigh. You're pressing back down. So your right sit bones is trying to leave. You press your right sit back bone to press your right hip back to the floor and stretch away from your right thigh. And as you breathe out, you're folding towards your left thigh. Breathe into where you're feeling this most. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, reach your right leg back. Reach back into your right big toe. Breathing in, moving belly away from pelvis. Pull belly in on exhale as you ease your left thigh forward. One more breath here, deep breath. And exhale, release. Ease on out, hands are under the shoulders. Curl the toes under of your right foot. Reach back into your right heel. Step your left leg back for downward facing dog. Feeling for pushing floor away in your downward dog. From here, as you breathe in, glide forward, high plank. As you breathe out, lower down, keep elbows in. Breathe into Cobra. So you move your chest under as forward as you lengthen your legs back, shoulders soften, shoulders are down. And as you breathe out, release. Lower down, curl toes under, and press it back, downward facing dog. Feeling for pushing floor away in your downward dog. Emu is your next pose. So as you breathe in, step your right leg forward by your right hand. Left foot slightly eases towards the left edge of the mat. As you breathe in, bring your left elbow under your right elbow and then fold forward for emu. You're pressing down into your right foot. As you breathe in, glide your ribs forward away from right hip. And as you breathe out, reach your forearms to the floor. Relax your forehead into forearms. Deep breath, breathing into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And exhale as you take it a little deeper. Now, where is your focus? Take your focus to where you feel this most and then breathe in. Don't create, just stay with what you feel. And exhale as you let go. And then release. Place your left knee to the floor. Ease your right foot towards the right edge of the mat. You're setting up a pigeon, twisting pigeon towards your right thigh. So you stretch your left leg back. Your right hand reaches by your hip and then reaches out towards the front. You're not coming down to the side. So you're aiming to get your left hip closer towards the floor. And as you breathe in, lengthen away from your left hip. And as you breathe out, bringing your left elbow over your right thigh. Both arms are down to the floor if you can. Now breathe in and lengthen. Breathing into your left side ribs, opening the side ribs to the left. And as you breathe out, you're folding over your right thigh. Breathing into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. Now reach back, reach your left leg back and feel the folding over your right thigh. Activate your feet, spreading the toes, both feet. Last breath here, breathe into where you feel this most. Deep breath. And exhale, release. The ears on out. Your hands are under the shoulders. Curl the toes under of your left foot. Reach back into your left heel. Step your right leg back. Downward dog. Feeling the pushing floor away in your downward dog. Now as you're breathing, glide forward for plank. And as you breathe out, bend the elbows, pull the elbows, belly in as you lower down. Cobra, inhale, move chest and ribs forward, lengthen legs back. Exhale, release, lower down, press back, downward facing. Feel the pushing floor away in your downward dog. From here, bend the knees, inhale, hop your legs between the hands, and come all the way down into a seated position. Reaching your legs forward. So keep your right leg reaching straight forward. Bring your left foot over so your left heel is coming back towards your right hip. Your right hand is coming across and it's hugging your left thigh towards the chest. Your left arm is reaching back, so the hand is flat onto the floor, about 12 inches back from your sacrum. And now breathe in and lift your belly, lift your diaphragm, lift your chest. Pull your belly in, exhale, as you're spiraling around towards the left. Deep breath, inhale, stretching your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, spiraling to the left a little bit more, shoulders down. Last breath there, deep breath. And exhale, release. Straighten your left leg straight forward. Bend your right knee, draw the knee in, and then place your right foot flat on the floor on the outside. Flat foot on the floor, drawing your right heel towards your left hip. Your left hand is coming around, it's hugging your right thigh towards the chest, and your right arm is reaching back, lining it up with your sacrum. Pressing down into your right sit bones, breathing, stretching out of your right side. And as you breathe out, as your belly pulls in, spiraling around towards the right. Keep both feet active, keep reaching your left foot forward. Breathe in and move your belly away from the top of your right thigh. And as you breathe out, twisting towards the right, shoulders down. Last breath here, deep breath, keep feeling you're lengthening out of your lower back, your chest is lifting. And as you breathe out, spiraling around towards the right. And inhale, release. Straighten both legs. You might need your strap, well, you do need your strap in the next pose, or you might need your strap. Let's do it with that. Your strap, you're coming into half lotus, or full lotus. You're bringing your left foot towards, your right foot towards your left sit bone, and your left foot is placed on the top of your right thigh, as close towards the hip as you can. Your strap is placed on your left ankle or foot. It then glides around the back and is placed on your right foot or ankle. So you've got the strap moving around the back like this. So from here, my left hand is coming around the back and taking hold of my left foot, or taking hold of the strap as close to the foot as you can. And your right hand is reaching around the back and taking hold of the strap
by your left hip. You're pressing down into sit bone and breathing, lifting belly, lifting diaphragm, lifting chest. And as you breathe out, glide the shoulders down and back, keeping chest lifted. Deep breath, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're easing your shoulders back and down. You're pressing your feet to floor and breathing, lifting right from pelvic bowl, lifting belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, keep chest lifted as you soften the shoulders down. And then release. And change size, remembering the way in which you're bound. So your right foot is on top of your left thigh. And the strap is now placed onto your right foot or ankle. You slide the strap around your back and bind it with your left foot. Left foot is under your right thigh, you're binding. Your right hand is now reaching around the back and it's taking hold of your foot or taking hold of the strap as close towards your right foot as you can. And your left arm is reaching around the back and takes hold of the strap by your right hip. You're bearing down into pelvis, and as you breathe in, you're lifting your belly away from pelvis. Keep your chest lifted as you exhale, shoulders are down. Feet still active. Deep breath, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're squeezing your shoulder blades together as you glide the shoulders down. Last one here, lift your belly, lift your diaphragm, lift chest. And exhale, release. Unwind your arms and unwind the legs. Loose the strap. And then lie down on your back. Lie down on your back. Lengthen your legs forward away from you. Relax your arms down by your side. If it's easier for your back today, then place the soles of your feet onto the floor. Or bring the soles of your feet together so the knees are out towards the side. And then allow your body just to let go from the poses. Close your eyes. Still your mind. And just allow your body to melt as you sink deeper and deeper into your mat, into the floor. Letting go from any analysis, allowing yourself just to be present. You can feel the energy as it eases back into your body. Give yourself a moment or two to notice how your body feels. So as you breathe in, feel for spreading the breath through the whole of your body. And as you breathe out, allow your body to let go of all that does not serve. Let it go completely. And taking 2 more breaths and filling up from inside out. And each time you exhale, let go of another layer of anything that's not serving you. And on the next breath, bend the knees and move your knees towards your chest. Allowing your body to ease from side to side and from forward and back. And then when you're done, roll to the side. Push the floor away, keeping the neck relaxed as you come all the way back up into the seated position. Bring your hands together so the thumbs are lightly touching your sternum. And give yourself a moment or two to congratulate yourself for your practice today. And thanking you for allowing me to guide you through your practice. And as we finish, we breathe in deeply. And exhale. Namaste. Thanks, everyone.